Hello guys, si Kersan pala sa ulit ito at welcome sa episode 69 ng laro tayo ng Wildermyth. So tuloy natin yung campaign, yung current campaign natin, yung All the Bones of Summer. So nasa chapter 2 pa rin tayo. So tuloy natin. Ang muling episode guys, yung character natin si Ricky, ano na, yung itsura niya, ano, para na siyang si He-Man. So, ayun lang. May incursion na nangyayari dito, pero sige, punta kayo dito. Gather. Wala na yan. Wala na pa kayo sa ano. Ay, ambushed. For a moment, the forest seems to darken. A single hushed snap in the surrounding forest floor. The menace could suddenly be anywhere, all around. Drauven, Galo, what do you sense? If we're swift, we can rush by them. Temporary damage, plus temporary damage. Got to be patient to escape effectively. Temporary healing, health. I'll set fire. Scares can be an ally. Blazes. Kata should go. Most kills wins. Ito na lang. Plus temporary ano na lang. Plus temporary health na lang. They take positions, ready their equipment, and prepare to move just as their enemy rips through the ferns and bracken. The hope may be to flee to the vastness of the deep forest, string their pursuers out over roots, boulders, needle-hidden pits, finally elude them. Okay. Plus one temporary hit point. Dalawa lang naman eh. Ano? Defeat all or escape. Dalawa lang naman eh. Asa pa? Kung escape, saan pupunta? Doon. Okay, fine. Kayang-kaya. Teka, ikaw muna. Wala pa naman nakikita eh. So, interfuse tayo dito. Boulder. Ayun, at least nakita na. Pero malayo pa. Dito na lang. Ikaw, tabi lang kayo. Interfuse ka din. Ito, para yung boulder yung kunin nyo. Tapos pwede ka pa magano. Abot mo naman eh, go. Yung lapit. Tatakos ka pa. Ikaw na. Nasa tabi mo na eh. Isa asan? Na malayo pa. Hintayin natin siya lumapit. Meditate. Tapos enter. Lapit. Pasakay ka. Hindi abot. Kasi dito ka. tapos withdraw. Teka. Knight, abot mo ba? Abot naman pala eh. Okay, tapos. Dalawa lang eh. Lakas na nila. Okay, continue. Okay. At least wala na incursion. Repair muna natin. Shycorn Outfitter has been made habitable once again. Let's keep this from happening again if we can. Shycorn Outfitter will return to the hands of the common folk. While they tend it, the site will provide resources at the end of each chapter. Okay, so it's na. Okay, final encounter, go! Ano yung strength? The Bonehelm Knight. A Drauven charges up the hill. Warlord, your enemies are across the gold wall, like sky-trapped thunder. We should not Wings and Pjark be bringing us this news? The Wings and Pjark is... I volunteered to come and... Oomph. Quiet, Erden. Return to your post. Pasaway din tong mga ano na to eh. Itong mga Drauven na to eh. Kaya gusto ko rin talaga silang i-dispatch lahat eh. Ang hirap basahin ng language nila eh. I submit my shame. I struggled thinking to engage our foes myself. But instead, I have done as bidden. I am here to be given orders, or else rebuked. Crap. Always similar to this, saying much and fast. What is need to know? Fight? Be patient, warlord. A wing knight is usually a long talker. Oo nga, obvious nga eh. In truth, I ask you to lean upon your youth wisdom. Her warrior's head, Wings and Pjark. We seek victory over a foe that is smaller than us, but pesky and hard to smash. Advise us. That if I am bothered by a scale skate, I lie myself still. Ba't kasi ginawa nilang ganyan yung dialogues nila eh? Ang hirap iktitin. Oo nga, mga ano sila, mga Reptilian warriors, pero hindi naman kailangan ganyan na ano ba yan? I lie myself still and tempt it with my arm's flesh. When it lands, even my tail can strike it off. Talaga lang ah. A wing knight warlord, Drauven, talks much but not wastefully. We are our best and most brilliant from the egg to the sky. Ano ba yan? Walang sense. Puro nonsense pinagsasasabi nyo. Your enemies will come to you, waiting among the chains and stones. We will cage them there, and you will triumph. It will require brutal speed on the part of my foot troop. I should be off. Mabuti alam mo, dakdak ka ng dakdak. This is smart-headed, yes? In human words, in soft skull words, lure them into an ambush. Talaga lang ah. Lure them in a bush. Ayan. I should get my helmet. Drauven turns away, goes to meet his foe. Sige nga, para madispatcha na kita, peste ka. Your task remains the same, the Suviak. The Bale will call your death bait if your blade is needed. The Bale is only you. Pasensya guys. The Bale is only you. Nickel. Saul. Do you belittle my brain? Devs cannot survive their creditors, you know. Sabi sa forums, itong campaign daw to ng mga Drauven, pinakamalungkot. Hindi nga eh. Pinaka-naiirita nga ako dito eh. Puro nonsense pinagsasabi eh. So, be wise. I am not toothless either. A few moments later, what's there, Ernie? Pretty quiet for a work site. Drauven, our Bonehelm Knight. The captive becomes the captor. He's unlike any Drauv I've seen. Armors himself heavily. Hard not to see his old cruel master in him. In the pit below, the Drauven warlord stands mountainous and strange. Sun gallops on his boneplate plates as he casts round for a neck to cut. Gives me a feeling like 12ish years ago. So the most important thing to recognize is that the forces we see here are likely fewer than the forces we don't. Drauven will leave you an opening, confident you can kill them, and that you'll leave your own throat vulnerable, trying. Thing to do is to strike harder and faster than they expect. Apat, pero malamang dadagdag yan. Approach to Vayne. Asan ba siya? Asan ba siya? Di ko makita kasi. Ayun, bubuksan natin yung pinto. Okay, fine. May mga bad type muna. Teka. Okay, yung mga ano muna. Ito muna mga warriors natin. Lock pa yun sa lagay na yun. Tabihan mo na ito isa. Actually, dalawa yan eh. Yan ka. Sunog baga. Nag-touch pa sa lagay na yun. Tamaan yung kakampi eh. Huwag na lang. Huwag na lang. Try mo na lang yan. Cover kalokohan. Loko. Nice. Ikaw muna. Ano lang. Yes. Quick step. Okay. Si ano muna, Ricky, ikaw na magbukas. Ikaw mas malapit eh. Tapos pwesto, teka. Saan natin siya pwesto na... Archer pamantin. Teka. Okay, dalawa pantay. Pwede mo sila i-poison. Hindi abot. Hindi mo rin abot tirahin. So, tsaka na lang muna. On alert. Sa tabi ka ni Ricky. Loko. Okay, nagtawag pa. Okay lang. Strategy lang yan eh. Okay, black sayang. At least armor shredded. Loko. Ricky, next. Go. Tulong-tulungan na. Isa ka pa, buhay ka pa. Sa lagay na yan, buhay ka pa. Teka. Dead. In a blink and a breath, Drauven falls snarling. That is over his shoulder, if he'll only glance at it. Face me alone, skinny archer. But several things happen in a blink. Coming from camouflage, a wire-limbed Drauven leers and half laughs. Ekyard, come on, Nico Ihem. He swings a long knife, whistling sharp, while a spiked net whirls in his hidden hand. Wow. From above, then a swooping shadow turns into a tall soldier. Drain arc Tarn arc on fine grain. Acre Talon took wings and guard. The Drauven warrior stands grimly coiled, measuring the field with frustrated eyes. Sarn Akpyart, Steam, then moves to guard the warlord's retreat. It all takes less than 6 breaths to the battle is still wildly undecided. If we let the warlord live, I'm here to cut chains, Gallop. Cutting heads has to come second. Twinkle, twinkle. It's weird. Too slim and silkily swaggering, he somehow seems to slip from view, even as one stares in his cold, hungry gaze. Focus. Bone guard. The clink of iron and crack of bone plate announce every step. Even out of stillness, the Drauven elite can whirl a heavy halberd with sudden power, creeping in the dark without a sound, communicating with gesture and smell. So, di pa tayo tapos. Okay lang. Okay lang. Okay. Abot mo ba para sunugin sila? Hindi, sayang. Sunugin sana eh. Interviews. Meron bang malapit? Wala. No choice, sige. Lapit na lang ng konti. Tapos, pumagitna ka din sa dalawa. Tapos, sunog. Nice. Ganun lang din ang strategy dyan. Teka. Yes. Black, sayang. Buti na lang touch. Kill all enemies lang naman yung objective eh. Fine. Abot mo ba? Abot mo yung mga yan. Hindi, teka. Actually pwede, andali lang. Ngayon ko nagagamitin to para makapag-reposition ako. Tapos, sunod-sunod. Sayang isa black, okay lang. Isa pa. Okay, at least poison ka na. Okay, next. Ricky, pagitaan mo. Okay. Isa lumapit kay Galo sa ano. Ito na sa mag-asawa. Sunog. Okay lang. Tapos fire lash. Sayang. Okay, ikaw naman. %38 lang eh. Sunugin mo na lang. Ay, hindi pwede. Hindi pwede sunugin. Sayang black. Pwede sunugin talaga yan. Hindi mo rin pwede atakihin. Interfuse. Barrage. Hindi naman abot Erlwolf, sayang. Kasali ka na lang dito. Ay! Seeing his father crumple his assumption about the world are forced to painfully rearrange themselves. Your dad's a tough old strip of jerky though. I'll pull through. Galo falls back. 1 health this campaign. Ay, 2 health pala. Galo dies. Ricky plus 1 warding this campaign. Wag naman. Wag naman. Minus health na lang. What let them take you to? Hindi ko naman napansin na low health eh. You're going to be okay. You're aren't you? To an extent. Maybe after lying down for a long time. Hindi ko naman akalain eh. Akala ko okay lang eh. Okay, pasaway ka ha. Dali. Sayang. Kamimigo. Kailan? Dispatcha mo na yan. Pasaway. Okay, ano lang. Nandito na lang somewhere. Asa? Meron pa eh. Pero makita ko nasan. So, tapi na lang muna kayo. Ito pala. Dalawa. Okay, dalawa lang. Ating isa kayo. Tama na, Erlu. Sa'yo na yan. Saan lang natin to? Okay. Tampay na lang kayo. Tapi-tapi na lang muna kayong dalawa. Wala na yung isa eh. Ako. At least yung warriors natin, nice. Crossbow tier 1. Lang. Salvage na natin for one hide. Wolf Heart Ring. Have. Dahil nabawasan siya, so sa kanya na. Level up. Upgrade natin inspiration. Howl. Blacknet. Sa kanya na. Pin the foe. Gawin na lang natin yung fabric salvage. Liberation. Galo, Erlu, Mimi, and Ricky. Please stay alert. How's everyone's bruises and things? Let's move on. Let's move together. Who knows how many more are left? We'll find the captives at least. We should stop, Warlord. Rest by that rock formation. Rock group. See it? Because the sky looks more injured than you. You should have chosen someone better. He was who I had. Zuvyak was indebted to our order. His sentence of exile, vouchsworn by my mentor, is guarded to Vayne secretly for 9 years, unerring. Hindi ko gusto yung kwento nyo, gulo nyo. Gusto nyo tumakas, tapos pumapatay kayo ng mga ano ba yan? He was an egg eater. And you were lucky he was there in time. Warlord's life. The Warlord's life. No, I wasn't lucky. I told him to be where he was. And he was there. I made contingencies and kept your warlord alive. But your intervention was late, Wings and Pyak. You gave us no time. I only made it back as soon as I did because I heard fighting. It was out of my hands. Those soft skulls came in faster and stronger than Zuvyak's dead. Our forces behind us massacred. It gives me no pleasure to say so, but there's a reason they won the last 2 wars. Revsnak called them what they are, beasts. Beasts. Kayo nga mas kayo nga mas pasaway Beasts is what they say is Drauven, and Drauven is think them pieces. So we are beasts together, a beast family, ripping at throats, roaring in darkness, weeping and mocking, and chain giving to each other when a sick and sad family is, I think now, we all. We dug out tunnels, dug and mined in and down and in, looking for things differences. Old Rock, the smallish one said. You don't need to tell us now. Did you find what they wanted you to find? No, our family didn't. Anyway, we were kept in families together. News got around, neighbor to neighbor, chain to chain. I think we would have heard something. Drevsnak, the Drauven lore seeker I once aided. The books he liked were full of lost legends. Some dealt with the old stone that summoned mountains to itself. Those were remains. Warlord Tubing, you make a picture that is very grim. Please illuminate, explain, say, do you think Drauven and human is same? Oo naman, kayo lang pasaway I am meaning a thing I am difficult to say. Don't tread in those swamps. Either of you. You're not ruined. Still, you have loyal forces abroad. Warlord. That site was only one of several hopes. And nearly exhausted anyway. We'll go further, now to places no one cares for. And if we must, we'll dig with Drauven arms. Our warriors need grinding, need making tough, don't they? Why? Oo nga, mga pasaway kayo. Ano ba punto ng campaign? Galo, I grew up with dragon tales. I'm not saying you're absolutely wrong. But dragons are a tall tale, aren't they? At least at this point. And yet dragons there were once. To we Drauven, they were not mothers and fathers. 5 dragons, 1 of each season, and the 5th who went away from the world. Your family comes from true antiquity, early. You're called dragon slayers, and that's not for no reason. I think, but yes, you Drauven now hold them to be more than myths, origin myths. Drevsnak's order, though, the Bale, their claim has always been dragon bloodline. Well, but a name can be, or at least I've come to think, a name, some ancestor sometime can make anything up. Under earth and under rock, under uncumbered years, dragon's flesh to stone decays. Dragon hearts to opal's heart, and there become their own life's end, to spark in later days. Anong point nun? Well, if they dig for dragons, they'll dig a long time, is my feeling. At least they'll do it with their own claws, not human sweat and tears, not slaves. Okay, at least tapos tayo sa chapter 2. Medyo wala pa rin sense, pero at least tapos na. Legacy points 11, Attributes 21, heights ang konti, ingots 28, spell threat. So pwede ko mag-trade ng ingot para kuha ko ng hide or fabric. So, next. Okay, ati, isa lang. Nabawasan nga, isa lang. Pasaway. During the years of peace, returns. Ernie came home to his wife, stocked with experience, a life's weight of stories to tell. Their reticent and private little son absorbed every yarn. Some stories were sad and moving, others of life and adventurous. Rarely in the years that follow were they of their rarely in the years that followed were they or their boy found apart. May anak si si Ernie sumama sa laban. So ano yun? Martian has grown stronger. Ayan. Hunter din siya, so meron tayong pangalawang hunter. So sige, kunin natin yung piercing shots. Medyo worthless pala yung ambush kasi yung mga nakaraang campaigns ko, hindi naman siya ganun ka-useful eh. On his more civilized days, Early would drop into town for gossip and tool repairs. But on the whole, he felt clear-headed, only among wilder kin. Plant wealth and watch it grow, an old man told Mimi. So she planted coins alongside a scattering of healthy seeds. Trees sprang up, but their leaves were green, not gold. Ricky watched spring pass one after the other. Something small is added to himself. With each one, Ricky chooses to believe its wisdom. Mimi tried to take Ricky shopping at the local outfitters, plus they give the Friday group a great discount. But I like the clothes I have. How many days straight have you worn that thing? Hey, I wash it. Shycorn outfitters needed an angle to distinguish it from the others in the region. Mimi became a spokeswoman for them, attesting to the durability of their garments. Gorgon won't stain them. Trickle Spine's country pumps. Ask me how I know. The warlord Drauven recovered and after his defeat turned his army loose upon the Wilderlands, bringing petty Drauven factions under his sway. The Great Dix became a rite of passage among his soldiers, a gauntlet of endurance, a point of pride that they served no true purpose, only made them more noble, fit for warriors. The warlord aged and grew more independent, less reliant on those he'd once clung to. Early maturance okay ah. Early Maturans' daughter has reached adventuring age. Mornwe Aldindame has joined the Friday group as a warrior. So meron tayong dalawang bagong members. O usual strategy. Sana Paladin. Okay, transformation. Wala na isang braso niya, so clone na lang gamit niya ngayon. So, teka. Wala na yung kanang braso niya. Okay, so gear up tayo. So, teka. Wait, ano yan? 100 axe. spear too. Actually, gagawin kitang sword bearer, sword use. Hindi na. Pag nag tuloy yung transformation, baka mapalitan din yung braso niya. So, lang. I-update na lang natin yung dalawang bago. Muna. Ang gamit niya. Spear. Level 2. Ilan ba ingots natin? 6 heartwoods. Pwede. Kasi isang fabric. Sige, okay lang. Sige. Okay, yung isa naman. Isa. Bigyan natin ng elemental bow. Fire. Pwede, sige. Okay, yan lang muna ka-craft natin. Next. Here, the wall itself swallowed the Marasak. The most ancient places nurse an ancient hunger, so the Drauven say. Hindi lang guys. Malapit na rin tayo sa time guys. So tapusin na lang natin itong confirmation. The most ancient places nurse an ancient hunger, so the Drauven say. None of the Drauven, I know. What's that smell? Dawn was cold at the fifth excavation. The mountain had rung like a bell all through the fall. This morning, something changed. Vincent Pierre. He was standing there, where the shadows almost... They reach at you, Vincent Pierre. I am glad they are only shadows, then, and not spears. Vincent, I do begin to wonder if there was even something you feared. I carried my shell much longer than others. I was born afraid, even resolved, but training, it teaches bones the movements of courage. Bravery is a hope we have when it falls. That is when training must take command. And then the winged knight turns and walks through solid rock. Vincent, hologram lang siguro yung pader na yun. Steven, what do we do? I'm not the one with the extra big stick axe. You go first. The wall doesn't open, so much as allow passage. The Drauven drip through, unsure what they'll see. Come forward in small soft steps. He sit along. There are maggots in the meat. The corpse of the Marasak lies still, full of punctures in a pool of his own blood. What's the... Scuttle, crisp. Timer na. Shapes lays across the glassy floor like crisp dead petals on still water. Now I know what I smelled. Ink. Book black? Book black, yes. The blood of these creatures is said to smell the same. Quieter. The Marasak must have gotten the death prize from them. I think we need to hurry. This may be the find we were hoping for. They're called whisperers through the briars, and I know that's only a quaint story for killing, but I once saw a spider fly spin an archway out of light and walk through it into oblivion. Stay within our guard, even Rasal. Let's back out and assemble a few more. Ang lit na kasi nung text, hindi ko mabasa eh. A gentle chitter erodes the last words from her sentence. It's almost the sound of rain, and it almost seems to come from their anxious reflections in the glassy stone. But then it rises to a clickerous throne. As calm heads turn starbright eyes meet their own. Or perhaps there is no time. Forward with me, everyone. We are the warlord's hand. His cave, he claims, we shall take it. I am your life's bolster, Vincent. Quack. The shadows deepen. All monster groups will draw an extra monster card in every battle. Okay. Ay, may combat pa? One, two, three, four, five. Ang dami namang ano nito? Ang dami na... 14 pirasong trixel. So, control natin ngayon yung Control natin ngayon yung mga Drauven. So, yun. Kailangan makaligtas tayo dito sa mga Trixel. Pero, next episode na lang guys kasi haba na eh. Nag-timer na eh. So, kurin ko muna yung mga previous, yung mga loads, yung mga save points. Okay. Tapos save. Ay, teka, meron pa isa. Isa pa. Okay guys, kaya Sean Velasa signing off. Next episode na lang ulit.